us, how does President Trump view the United States in relation to the rest of the world in global politics and global policy?
You know, Tim, this is actually quite revolutionary, which I think most people have overlooked the fact that Trump has reversed 20 years of American foreign policy where we were being exploited. And a little bit of background to this. At the end of World War II, the United States didn't want to fight World War III, and we wanted strong allies and trading partners. So we turned to our allies from World War II and even our adversaries, and we helped them. We helped rebuild their economies, often at the expense of our own, and we underwrote their security alliances with us. So we subsidized, Japan, Korea, all the European countries. And we did so with the idea that once they got on their feet, they would be strong allies and trading partners. And it worked brilliantly. The problem was, and this is what Trump understood, which no other president did, and no other leader really in either political party, he understood that the time had come to put America's interests first, to recalibrate those agreements, to go to our European allies and say, you've got to spend more on defense, to go to our Japanese and Korean allies and say the same, and to go to our European allies, trading partners, and our trading partners all around the world and say, we have underwritten your industrial development and manufacturing base for long enough. You're recovered. In some ways, you're doing better than we are. So let's have fair and equitable and reciprocal trading agreements. And that's where he started the administration. And he has achieved that exponentially better than anyone thought he could. He did it in 3 years where he rewrote the trade agreements with all of those countries. He rewrote the security agreements and got the Europeans and the Asians to contribute more for our common defense. So by putting America's interests first, you would think that's common sense, but we actually hadn't for the last 50 or 60 or 70 years, and even more so with China. We put China's interests ahead of ours for the last 25 years. We wanted to develop their economy. We thought that if they, like the Europeans, like the Japanese, like the Koreans, that once they developed a middle class and a stronger economy, they would have an open society and a more equitable trading arrangement with us. And they did just the opposite. That's why Trump has focused on China as the main issue going forward, is a better relationship with China for sure, but one that's reciprocal and equitable and doesn't allow them to continue to take advantage, frankly, of our generosity and largesse over the years.